What's going on, everybody? It is wintertime here in Michigan. Have not uploaded since, I don't know when we last uploaded. I've had a couple videos that I made, wanted to upload them. YouTube was down and it wasn't uploading, so I never finished it. Obviously, I am going to lead off. We have a new car. The black car we were working on is gone. That went to, can you go turn the TV down? That went to Ohio. It was going to be raced at Shady Bowl. We were working on that, and actually had an engine in it and running. Kind of recap, you may have already uploaded this portion, but just kind of a recap. Had an engine in it and running. Started working on more stuff, was getting ready to send off to the body. And we had another car come up, a 2016, actually it's a wind pusher center section with a 16 Nestor front and rear. From one of my really good friends, Aaron Taylor. They raced it. It was Terry Tro's car before that. Very, very, very nice car, and for the price, we couldn't pass it up. So we bought said car. Was a great car. Still is a great car. We'll get to why it looks like that in the back here in a second. So get the car, get the motor swapped around, get my shocks on it. Had a couple other things we had to do. Had to get a core support or radiator and stuff like that. Got it all put together. Took it to Corgan for our first race. The car had a radiator shroud that was on it, but we had a different radiator setup than the previous, so the radiator fan was not in the shroud. So we didn't make it very long. The car overheated. We did cut a hole in the nose to try to get some air, and it helped. About 14 laps in, it was a hot day. We'd already had 2 cautions. We were 5 laps in. No, 3 cautions. The car was just hot, so we pulled off. Had a shroud made for the radiator, which is right there. So we took the car. After that, we went to, where'd we go after that? Birch Run?
Yeah, went to Birch Run.
Yeah, went to Birch Run. He didn't go through, it was me and Clint. We decided, hey, we got it fixed. Let's go to Birch Run. Never raced there before. So we drive all the way up there, like 2 hours, get up there to Birch Run, and it was championship night. They hadn't got a whole lot of cars all year, so I was like, okay, it won't be too terrible for us. So we get up there thinking we're going to be solid. We'll have a solid, top 10 maybe, somewhere around that. Wasn't the case. Championship night, I should have known this because this happens everywhere for championship night. A whole bunch of people showed up. I think there was, I want to say there was 7 or 18 cars. We ended up being, we had tires with 15 green flag laps, a hot lap session, or 2 hot lap sessions in the qualifying session on them. So we had basically scuffed in right sides and left sides had 50 laps on them maybe. So took a guess at the gear and talking to a couple other people. Actually, it was worked perfectly. It turned 7,800 RPM. I've never raced there, but that track is tricky. Turn 1 is goofy. Turn 3, I've started to figure out turn 3 and 4, but turn 1, if you mess up turn 1, you mess up turn 2, and you mess up your chute down the backstretch. So we ended up qualifying towards the bottom of the list. Whatever, I'm just there having fun. Had a loose car. They didn't do heat races. They did an Australian Pursuit. So we went out. I didn't go out for that. So I'm not going to waste it for Australian Pursuit because I'm still learning the track. There's no point for it. So started at the second to last row. I get back there with Jonathan Parrish and my buddy JP DePaggio, and I don't remember who else was back there. There was one other orange car back there with us. But anyways, so the car had been loose all day. We've been tightened up periodically. But from the time the heat races were over to the time that the features actually came around, it got dark and it got colder, so the track got tight by itself. So we go out there and 5 laps in, I know I'm screwed. The car is so tight, will not turn, will not rotate. It's tight, it's tight in, tight center, loose off. Fighting the car the whole way. Just hanging around the back. I was running around the back because the car was horrible and just an ill-handling car and a driver that's not used to a brand new car yet, and a track I'm not used to. We struggled flat out. We sucked. Spun out off of 4. with like 15 laps into like a 35 lap feature. About halfway, spun off of 4, just car got loose and I couldn't correct it, spun it out and just it looped it. So come back around, whatever, go green again. Had a guy break a right rear drive flange or left rear drive flange, so that put us under a red delay for a while when we were cruising around. Birch Run has like a smaller track in the infield that like the trucks, the pure stocks and the front wheel drives run on. So they kind of just had us cruising around there after a while. And we only had, and I was wore out. I was leaned over in the seat. My arms were tired. I was falling off the seat. I was tired. It was a hard race. It's such a big track and being tight. I was driving my butt off. So we ended up finishing the race. Started 18th, finished like 11th or 12th. So we're happy. Drove home. Made a couple changes on the car. Went to Corgan with it. And when we went to Corgan, we showed up. We got the same tires we had on Birch Run. We got one practice session and then took forever for them to change our tires. So we only got one practice session on old tires. So I started qualifying on scuffed tires. The scuffed had like 20 laps on them. Get those on. I didn't even get the left sides on. So I still had tires that now had 70 laps on the lefts. Whatever. So we qualify actually 2/10 faster than we did the first time we went there with the car and it overheated on new tires. And the car was faster. We put a whole lot more gear to it. It went from a 621 to a 646 or something like that. Went from 7,000 RPM to 7,800. And tell you what, that motor has a whole lot more smoke at Corgan there. We ended up starting, I think we qualified 8th, right?
Qualified 8th.
We were like 8th or 9th.
You're towards the back. No, you're towards the front.
Yeah, we were right in the middle, so we missed the invert, so we were kind of right in the middle. I think we started 4th row inside. Was 4th row outside? Something like that. Yeah, it was, because Jack Landis was in front of me, or Connor Landis was in front of me, and we had a caution in the first lap. That was Jason Parrish, got wadded up in that, Dominique, and Mike Acapini, who was battling for the championship with our buddy Matt Vayner, Rooster. And so come back around, go the next we made one lap. We were sitting 6th. On the restart, we spun the tires from the get-go, and so we kind of had to play catch me up down the front stretch, and we're heading down the back stretch, and I was starting to catch. It was Tim Lahar, Dominic Van Weerden, and Landis were battling for first, second, and third. They were about 4 cars ahead of Rooster and Barnhart, and I was about one and a half cars back from them. Barnhart and Vayner got together, and Barnhart spun. I got woed up. Unfortunately, the people behind me did not get woed up, and we got absolutely blasted. I'm looking at Joey as the car comes to a stop, and the next thing you notice, I get hit, and I watch a right front or left front tire come up and over the car, and I see it out on my side here, up and over, across the hood, and yeah. And then we got hit again square in the fuel cell. Ended our night. Because about the center link, which is right here, you can see, here's our center link. Yeah, it's not supposed to be like that. This side bent, obviously. So, I'll insert the clip of the wreck here, and I will insert some pictures. Took a pretty good TikTok video of it afterwards, but because of that happening, you can see the car is in dismay right now. Basically, all of this, door, sail panel, I have that piece there, which is right there, the center. This piece right here, the outside piece right here, that's right, the interior piece, fucked. They basically took my quarter panel and sail panel and smushed them into one and flung it, what, four or 5 car lengths forward from where my car was at? Something like that. It was laying in the middle of the track. And took out the back of the roof, cracked the back of the fiberglass on the roof, got the end of it. There's not really any, the damage kind of wiped off, but there was some blue here from the guy because he kind of I just straightened this down. You can see how this is forward. This was actually up. So I pulled it down. I got to straighten it back. But Basically, he hit me here. Or sorry, he drove up my tire right here, hit this, blasted through this, bent the rear shock, up and over the tire, through the roof and sail panel, across right here, and then down over this. And then it shoved me into Barnhart, which been all that. So obviously there's no engine or transmission in it. It's in that. We're in a different shop too. This is one of my really good buddies, Mitch Dorn's house. We're here. We got John's shop as a mess right now because we have the sprint car all tore apart and doing a lot of work on that. But that's Mitch's street stock that he picked up. It is meant to be rusty, but this car was in pieces. Obviously, I wasn't going to run a Michigan Cup because we needed a body and I needed a rear shock shaft and some other stuff. So I was just calling it a year. And he tells me he bought the street stock. He says, "Is he going to run a Cup?" He says, "No, I don't have a motor." I said, "Well, I got a motor. I don't have trans. I got a trans. So that's my motor, my trans, my battery, a couple other things." But we put that together and actually got it done the day before we were supposed to be there. And actually, we got it there the night of the first day we were supposed to be there, so we got no really practice. I go on the track. We missed the first practice session, so I go out the second time on these tires with my rims on them, so we know it has the right setup on it as far as rim-wise. Didn't even get a chance to scale the car. The car had 46% cross. I go out there, and this thing is a handful. It took every ounce of me to not wreck it. So Mitch goes get in it. I come off after the second hot lap session. We were the first set of cars on the track. Flip around really quick. Mitch gets in it. We get up there. They won't let him go. Sets of limiteds. I'm not even going to get into all that. That's a touchy subject because I was really irritated because of that. They had 25 street stocks. They had 3 limiteds. The street stocks got 30 minutes. The front wheel drive's got 2 hours, and then the limiteds got 45 or 50 or another 30 minutes for 3 cars. I don't know. Not my call. But anyways, Mitch gets the first time driving this car in the heat race and actually does really well. When we went up and to scale the car to get weighed in and stuff like that after practice before heat races. Put on the scales the first time and I'm like, this car's fucked. So I said, go grab a wrench, put 2 rounds in, 2 rounds in, 2 rounds out, 2 rounds in, 2 rounds out. We're back and forth. Roll the car off scales, back on, off scales, back on. Get the car way better. Mitch goes out there and goes 3/10 faster and turns 250 more RPM. I'm like, sweet, make it a little better. Goes out for the feature, starts at the tail, makes his way up. Did really well, had way more power, was just being cautious about it. He could catch them by the flag stand. Just go from 5 car lengths back, just catch them right at the flag stand with my motor. It was good. If we could put more gear to it, it would be even better. Fast as shit. Kind of got screwed. He passed 2 guys in the last lap in 3 and 4, and they called him not, so he technically had a top 10. I'm going to call it, actually, he would have had 8th. They gave him 11th. Technically, he had 8th because the other 3 fuckheads were idiots in front of him. But, so anyways, that's in there. We've got to obviously pull my motor and trans out of there and get everything back in here. So we have some of the body left. I got a new roof that I got from a friend of mine that's actually a special roof. For those that know me, that roof holds a special place in my heart. Same thing as this body panel here, the sail panel you can see right there. Again, holds a special meaning to me as that's Trey's body panels and roof. I don't think I'm going to use the roof and sail panel because I don't want to ruin it or risk of something happening to it. I want to put it on a wall. Worst case scenario, we may use it and we'll just have a black roof. We'll just leave it black just to honor him. But yeah, we were going to do some more work. We were going to try swapping motors around. It was 60 degrees yesterday here in Michigan and rainy, and today it's 23 and snowing and windy. So that kind of changed our plans of yanking motor trans out and dropping it back into here to get this all put back together. But that's racing. But that's kind of a little update. We have a new scheme actually picked out. HD5 is doing our wrap. We have that put together. There's still plenty of spots available if anyone wants to put their names on the car. I would gladly do it. There's plenty of spots left in the car some spots down to only $100 for a spot, some up to $1,000, some to $500. So multiple different price points. We are working more with TikTok to have our videos, sort of pushing our videos a little more. Same thing for the YouTube, trying to get our ad revenue up and stuff like that, so that we can make some money off this stuff, kind of go towards the racing. But I think that's where we're going to lead it off. Easton's got a broom. He's cold and he's tired. Right? Tired?
Yeah.
He's cold, sweeping the floor. Hey, this is the passenger side panel. This was after we straightened it out. It was folded all the way down on top of itself, where this was 90 degrees flat. Yeah. We had the car looked nice. It had our Wood Brothers 21. We had some stickers on it. And yeah, that lasted 3 races. Nothing you can do about it. But we got some stuff to do here in the shop. Right now it's kind of hard because it's cold, wintertime, but Mitch got this list put up. We've got that one back there too that the modified's actually under. We need to get it fully sealed up, insulated here. We have a wood stove we're gonna pop in here. We have some shelving, tons of shelving stuff. So like right now we've got a mixture. Like this is engine plate, front shock, stuff like that. Drive shaft, my drive shaft. My headers are over there. Here's our shock, our right rear shock that actually got bent. No, it's right here. So there's a shaft with 3 races on it, 200 some odd, dollars, fun stuff, But I guess we're gonna lead off the video. Easton, want to tell them what our plans are for the tracks we're planning on this year? Get the camera.
How many Berlin shows do we have?
So we got 2 Berlin shows.
2. We're gonna plan on 2 Berlin shows, 2 shows at Kalamazoo.
2 shows at Kalamazoo, and then, well, technically 3 if you consider Hot Shoe.
We're gonna run a Wasso sometime.
Yep, we're gonna try to get to Wasso. We'll be at Corgan, but this year, if we have the money, we'll run a whole bunch more races. But this year's gonna kind of just be quality over quantity. So not a ton of races, but put together solid races. Yeah, just to put together solid performances. If we run less races, like I said, that's 2 at the Berlin. Supposedly there's supposed to be some 5-race series. They'll have the 2 races at Berlin and 3 at Owasso. I haven't seen everything about that yet. If there's a payout difference or if there's a points fund, but it's some 5-race series that they're having. I just seen something about that. So it's so we'll have 2 Berlin shows. I'm excited for the Berlin shows, big time. The Berlin shows are gonna be really fun. Track I really want to race at, same as Kalamazoo. So we'll have 2 shots at Kalamazoo to kind of prepare for Hot Shoe. We'll actually have 2 races that weekend at Kalamazoo. So we'll have the new shoe shootout, which we can run because we haven't run the Hot Shoe yet. Or like we ran 1 Midwest Modified Tour, which I don't think actually matters anymore now because the Midwest Modified Tour actually is gone now. But yeah, it'll be pretty good. We're on the new shoe. Following day is the Hot Shoe. If we win the new shoe, and all that actually launches in the A feature of the Hot Shoe. So it'll be a fun time. And then a couple races at Corgan, and try to get it back up to Birch Run. Possibly Auto City. The Tri-State Sprints are heading to Auto City for a couple races, so I'm hoping to maybe talking with them about adding us onto the schedule because I'll have Supermods and the Sprints running together, and having maybe like a 30 lap modified feature for like $1,500 to win, something to add to it. That looks like a fun track as well. May go down Indiana area and try some tracks. Just kind of floating around, just picking and choosing our races. We'll obviously try to hit Corgan close as much as we can, but
Are we running the Springport shows?
so Springport, I know we're running. I don't know. Springport hasn't announced an actual schedule. They have the Tri-State Sprints 1 show, and that's it. So I'm not really sure what's going on with Springport, but we're just kind of floating around. And I want to have the car right before we try to go after a championship run. Focus on one track, but this gives us the opportunity to try a couple different tracks, expand my portfolio of different tracks.
Find the track that we're fastest at.
Not necessarily the track we're fastest at, just different tracks teach driver can make you a better driver. Run the same track all the time, you get used to it. You want to be challenged all the time. I don't want to run the same track and be okay, it's the same old track every time. I feel like running other tracks that you haven't run and trying to get fast at new tracks makes you a better driver, makes you a better setup guy. So that's the plan. As far as Mitch, I'm not sure what he's doing. He was talking about buying a newer, better street stock. That car's great. It needs a little love, but that car would be a great rookie year car for him. He has the front wheel drive in the trailer, the neon. He sold the Honda, but he's got the neon still. I think that needs a retune or just a tune-up. That's ready for the year. Not sure 100% what's going on with that. I'm pretty sure Rachel's supposed to be driving that. But not 100% on what they're going on with that. Mitch is in the house right now. He's sick. But Lex is, I'm thinking we're getting his late model out. So we'll have some good videos, some good content between the three of us racing, possibly 4 with Rachel. If I teach this guy to drive a stick shift, we may see if we can put him in a car, but we'll see. He's getting there, he's 13. But he's gonna be, when we're at the track, if I'm not filming, he's gonna be the camera guy, so he'll be filming and I'll be talking, we're just gonna be following the camera and we'll edit together. So I'm hoping, I've been learning, watching a lot of stuff on editing these videos, so hopefully make this better. This probably won't be a really long video. I know there's a lot that I can put in here, but it's really just a general update. But yeah, I think that about covers it. Anything that I missed you want to add?
Not really. Really nothing at all.
No, it's just cold.
Yeah.
Yeah, Michigan's in bipolar. We went to PRI, and we got a massive snowstorm down there, and we had a ton of snow, and then it rained the last couple days, so we had a rainy, no snow Christmas. And then, yeah, we had 60 degrees yesterday and raining, and now it's
Sad
snowing.
Christmas weather-wise.
Yeah.
I'd rather have Christmas with snow.
I'm fine with it. I don't like snow.
I've had Christmas with snow since I was like 2.
Yeah, I don't like snow. I'm fine with it. But I think that's, I think we'll let it off here. I'll edit this all together tonight and get it uploaded. But yeah, don't forget to check back in. Check out our TikTok. It's my first and last name, 21 on TikTok. Facebook's just my name. But yeah, check us out. Give us a follow. Give us a view. Just look through stuff. Give us a like on the videos. A big subscribe. It just right at the bottom. You just click. So all you do is click one button. Click subscribe and a like button. 2 buttons is all you gotta do, and that helps us out a ton. I think I haven't looked. Like I said, I wasn't getting a ton of views anymore, so that I kind of lost some motivation in doing it, because I think we're only at 70 subscribers. Like we're almost at 100. But yeah, check us out on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. Like I said, one click, like, subscribe, share this video. Share it to your brothers, your sisters, share it to a group, I don't care, share it anywhere. Get us some more views, and we'll continue doing this, but I think we're going to lead off with that. We're going to go back in the house and shut this down here and go get warm, because it's freaking cold in
Quitting after
Michigan.
25.
Yeah, but all right,
Shake
everyone.
and bake, fellas.
Peace out.